Of expert card predictions explained by Alan Vee Psychic, Alan Venturilla, which is of course me, and we already went through the Jack, so now we're going to look at the Queen of Hearts. This is a family-oriented female, or a female friend, very personable, very emotional, very easy to get along with. And then we have a Queen of Clubs. This is a business-type female or a female worker. Not necessarily bad. I would say a little on the neutral side, but maybe not as personable as the Queen of Hearts. Somebody that's more reserved or guarded than the other person. Then you have the Queen of Diamonds, a well-off female. She maybe comes from a wealthy family, or she looks like she has money, or she's married to somebody with money. It's kind of like somebody that's not hurting. And then we have the Queen of Spades, and this is a troubled female. Somebody always seems to be worried and always seems to have a problem. And they're never really that happy. They don't seem to be happy-go-lucky. Now, if you look at this, we have a Queen of Hearts with a Jack of Diamonds. That to me is an unmarried couple. They're young, but they're not married, because if the Jack was first and the Queen was second, they would be a couple, either engaged or married. So here's the Jack of Hearts and the Queen of Spades, a young married or engaged couple. So I just wanted to add how we can throw some of these, like we just went through Jacks and Queens, how we can form them into something when we see them in a card bundle. You know what to do with them. Now, the queens alongside of each other is a new friendship, or somebody new that you meet, and it's very neutral. In other words, it's a neutral type of thing. And then, and you could also read it as a money situation or a business situation, and there's a friendship around that. It could be read that way. And then if you had the Nine of Spades and the Queen of Hearts, this could be a new friendship. It could be, actually, it's a Queen of Spades and a Queen of Hearts. That's a new friendship. It's a friend that's a little worried or troubled. When it's a friendship with a diamond, that means the friend is well off or well married or well-to-do. And now we're going to look at the kings. A king of a diamond is a well-to-do adult male, or it could also be an older male. A king of clubs is like a business-type adult male or older male. And the king of spades is a troubled adult male, somebody that seems to have problems, either health or money or attitude, and they're kind of a troubled person. And then you have the King of Hearts, a family-oriented adult male. It's somebody that you can come to and talk to, and they have a confiding disposition. They're easier to get along with. The person with the King of Spades is somebody that's troubled. They're very hard to talk to. They're not necessarily the person that you would go for advice with. Now, the King of Clubs is somebody you may go to for business advice. They're a business type or a money type. And the King of Diamonds is somebody that knows how to handle their money. Now, when you have two kings side by side, it's a uniform person. They could be police. It could be a legal or a contractual matter as well. It could be a fireman. It can be a police. It could be an EMT. It's somebody with a uniform. A lot of times it winds up to actually be the police. And when you, it could also be something that's legal or contractual. And if you have two red kings, it's not a bad situation. If you have a red and a black king, it's okay. It's some kind of dealing or something you've been dealing with, or you're witnessing, and it's okay. It doesn't affect you. But if it's two black kings, there's some kind of trouble involved in this situation. If it's a legal matter, or it could be problems with the police, or somebody pulled you over, or they pulled over a relative, or a relative has a legal problem, but it means a legal problem that affects you in some way. Now, if it's somebody in the Army and they're in a uniform, or the Navy or the Marines, that could be a soldier. So it's a uniformed person. A lot of times it's actually the police. And if it's a legal matter, it could be a legal or contractual matter. What does that mean? Signing to papers to buy a house or a car, investing in something, investing in the stock market, whatever. But that's how we read these things. But now I'm going to go on to more videos.